Guys, it's Friday and I thought we would do a night out at an izakaya. So today the game plan, we're gonna do two of my favorite izakaya dishes. This is what I always order if there isn't anything special on the menu. Plus I like to order some sashimi on the side, but we are a cooking channel and sashimi is just more of practicing knife cutting. But instead I thought, why don't we do something similar? Poke. A mix of fish, beef, and chicken, and wash it all down with the nice icy cold beer. Does that sound good? Right, let's start off with Shoyu Poke. There's a lot of different ways to do it, but I like to keep it very simple. I bought fresh sushi grade tuna in the morning and kept it in the refrigerator and wrapped it in some paper towels and some saran wrap so it can absorb any of the extra liquid. For poke, we want very fresh tuna. You don't want to use anything not sushi grade or not fresh. And then there's the other piece. Very good. Very simple. Let's cut these into cubes, like cutting through butter. Right, this is around 450 grams or 1 pound. Let's move these watermelon looking pieces into a mixing bowl. And then the sauce, 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce. Just kick things off, that's 1.5. Then 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, good. 3/4 teaspoon of salt. And I personally like to add 1/2 teaspoon of grated ginger as well. Works really well. All right, mix everything together so it combines into one. All right, let's give it a taste. Ooh, that's really nice. Then I just got an onion. I like to chop these guys very thinly. 1/4 cup, okay? Put that in. And then some green onions. We're gonna use the green part. 1/3 cup should be more than enough. Add this in. Give your sauce one more mix before adding. Then add around 3/4, not everything at first. You might want to add more later. Man, this is making me miss Hawaii so much. I loved Hawaii. It was like, trip of a lifetime. Yes, everyone has their own memories about it, but for me, like driving along the coast with my family and then stopping by and buying some like banana bread like off a street vendor, listening to some music and just having nothing to worry about except where to go visit next. It's just so nice. Oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful. Alright guys, I'm gonna just place this in the refrigerator and hold your appetite. We still got a few more dishes. Today I'm working with 300 grams of chicken thigh. You can of course use chicken breast. It doesn't matter. Once we fry it, it all tastes like goodness. Paper towel, and then let's get these guys dry, because if we fry them, the drier they are, the crispier. To both sides. Then we'll cut them into bite-sized pieces. I recommend pieces like that. You'll be very happy. And then we want to do some base seasoning to them. 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of mirin, which is rice wine. Don't get confused with rice vinegar. This is rice wine. 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, and then 1/2 teaspoon, that's a small tea, of minced ginger. This one really gives that karaage its flavor, so add that in. And then 1/2 teaspoon, that's a small tea, of salt. And 4 or 5 cracks of black pepper. Mix that all together. All right. And we're gonna let this sit in this marinade for at least 10 minutes. And while you wait, we're going to crack 1 egg, whisk that up, mix this egg up very nice. Important part here, we're only gonna use half, okay? Half of the beaten eggs and mix it in. And this egg mixture, mix it with potato starch later. It's gonna help turn it crispy, but also soft on the inside, which is what you want. All right guys, then take out a plastic bag. 6 tablespoons of potato starch. The starch powder here is a must for karaage. That's 1 and 6. Good. Let some of the air out. Alright guys, and then mix it in. Make sure you're moving everything around so it gets evenly coated. Keep going. Keep going. And then you're going to end up with a nice battered chicken like that. And we're ready to fry. Alright, you know what time it is. Wooden chopsticks, you can dip it in the batter. And now you see the bubbles rising up that fast. That's good. We'll put each piece one by one. Alright. Actually, going by hand is a lot easier. Just be careful. Give them a little swirl around on the bottom so they're not sticking to the bottom or to each other. And once you start to see some browning, take them out because they're going to darken in the pot. Trust me. Beautiful. This one's pretty big too. Alright, and then take a look at your karaage. Wow. Looks amazing, right? I think this one is staring at me right in my face. Let's take a bite. Oh my god, I gotta do another one. On the outside layer it's crispy, but on the inner layer it's soft, so you can bite into it. It's really nice. Cut a few slices of lemon and get some lemon juice around it. I don't got any in the refrigerator at the moment. Just close your eyes and pretend this is fresh lemon. Monotonous color, just break it up with a little bit of green onions. And believe it or not, the best dipping sauce is some mayonnaise. A little bit of gochugaru. That's it.
Dip it in the mayonnaise sauce.
Ooh. Have I sold you on any of the two dishes? You're thinking about making it at home? We got one more left. This one is chadeolbaegi, which is the Korean word for thinly sliced beef brisket, and we're gonna stir fry it fast with some bean sprouts. Let's go. Take a look, very thin, right? This is that chadeolbaegi I was talking about. The one sold in the US, it doesn't have as much kind of fat around the edges. In Korea, at least, when they make the chadeolbaegi, they like to keep the fat on the edges because it adds a lot of flavor. We need between 200 or 300 grams. One step here I would recommend is actually detangling these pieces, or they're going to turn into one big piece when you cook them. And I mentioned this in a different video, but this one looks kind of dark brown because it's been in a vacuum package. You leave it out room temperature, it's going to turn bright red like this. And of course, if you don't have a Korean mart nearby, you can look for some shabu shabu cuts at any Asian market. They should have it. And then our veggies, this is bean sprouts, mung bean sprouts to be exact. We're gonna need 200 grams. Don't confuse this with soybean sprouts, which doesn't taste as good for this dish. Mung bean sprouts are used in Vietnamese pho. Okay, just for reference. And this dish is so popular in izakayas in Korea, and I think it's even crossed over to home cooking, so a lot of times people will eat this at home. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, that's 1 and 2. 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, then 1 tablespoon of chili oil. You'll find this at most Asian marts as well. It's very red. Nice. Gonna add a little bit of heat, and then 1 tablespoon of sugar. Balance everything out. Mix that texture up, and look at that beautiful radioactive orange. Very nice. I want to flavor this beef even before it goes into the pan, so let's add like half of it. You know what, last recipe, let's get our hands dirty. I want to get some mutant powers from this radioactive orange. Come on. Come on. And then very quickly, I want, oh my god, this is a huge piece of garlic. I want 1 tablespoon, oh, it won't go in. Measure out 1 tablespoon of garlic. Alright guys, then get 2 more cloves of garlic, and then chop those 2 cloves into thin slices. It's nice to eat this with the bean sprouts and the beef. Alright, let's bring this together. Medium-high heat. Just a little bit of oil to get our garlic started. Start off with your minced garlic, and then our other garlic. Alright, you mix that around, and then slowly start putting your beef pieces in. Alright, move the garlic so it doesn't burn. I would separate them one by one. Alright. The garlic may burn, so move it around into the beef. Once you start to see most of the red is gone, oh man, this smells so good. We're going to add in all of our mung bean sprouts. Beautiful, beautiful. And the rest of our sauce, put it in. And the key part here is you want to move this in, stir fry it quickly. Stir fry it around for maybe 1 minute at the most. The sprouts are going to continue to cook in that residual heat by themselves. We'll turn off the heat. Alright guys, at this point I want you to take a small bite. Amazing. Oh my god. To round everything out, about a half tablespoon of sesame oil. Then hit it with your green onions. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Then at the very end, just drizzle a little bit of that leftover sauce. Beautiful. And there it is. You see the bean sprouts, you see the beef. Man, you can just turn this into a rice bowl. Any of these dishes turn into a rice bowl, so good. And of course, at an izakaya, the most delicious thing is what?